everyone, I am MechaRandom42, your favorite YouTube harpy, and I have some actually good news, something I'm excited about for a change. So any of you who knows anything about me knows I'm a huge music geek, and there are some bands that I really love on all spectrums of the scale musically. I love bands from, basically any band that has a really good cult following. Any band that's obscure and insane and crazy, and one of the bands that I have loved since I was probably about 14 years old, Ween. I don't have my autographed Ween poster behind me because I did just move and this is my temporary place, but I've had this keychain, even though it's no longer a keychain, of the Boognish, the Ween insignia, the logo, as it were, since probably 1997. I think I got a concert in Denver in 97, and even so much to the point, I love Ween so much to the point where the last show I saw before moving out of Wisconsin was Ween. It was absolutely Ween, so love Ween to death. We have some interesting news regarding Ween, at least the guitar player from Ween, Dean Ween. So let's go over to the article. This is from Westward. This is a Denver site, local here to my new home state, my original home state of Colorado, where I grew up and have just moved back to. So Dean Ween wants to open America's first legal pot music venue in Denver. It's a great place to do it, right? Denver could get the nation's first legal pot-infused music venue, and it'd come with one hell of a house band. Absolutely. And anybody who doesn't know anything about Ween, they're very much a psychedelic band. They have a lot of the same type of following like the Grateful Dead or Fish had. They're all over the place music. They have everything from metal to Irish folk songs to, country songs to any sort of psychedelic whatever. They do Prince covers, they do David Bowie covers. They're amazing. So yeah. Anyway, a group working with alternative rock star Dean Ween says that it will apply for a social cannabis consumption permit in Denver, which would be the first of its kind if approved. This would be awesome. This would be absolutely cool. Backers of Dean Ween's Honey Pot Lounge spoke of their plans at a Denver City Council meeting regarding the city's social consumption licensing program on Monday, November 19th. They plan to apply within a month in hopes of licensing a pot-infused music venue at the Circus Collective, an alternative fitness and training center at 2041 Lawrence Street in the Ballpark neighborhood. So yeah, that's actually really cool. Honey Pot Lounge COO Michael Polanski says that the Circus Collective would hold cannabis-infused wellness activities and education sessions during the day, with the Honey Pot Lounge taking over at night, Thursday through Sunday. The meeting was kind of our coming out party, he says. Ween's representatives confirmed that he plans to be a part of the new business. Also on the Honey Pot board is former Fish Road manager Brad Sands. Awesome. See, like I said, Ween, Fish, they all are kind of the same cloth. Ween, who lives in Philadelphia, would serve as the leader of a rotating house band, Polanski says, bringing in various local artists to play different styles of music. The Ween frontman is known for his visual, experimental style and playing a wide span of music genres in one show. Actually, Gene Ween is also the frontman. You can't have Ween without both of them, but sure. Yeah. Cool. I love them both. Love them both. They're very near and dear to my heart, so big fan. And yeah, they do have a very wide span of music genres in one show. Like I was saying, they do everything. They do everything from metal to Prince covers to David Bowie stuff to country. Yeah, absolutely. Pot-infused comedy shows and film screens would also be part of the Honey Pot's offerings. This is absolutely amazing. We totally need that. It's more of a concept than a location, Polanski explains. Dean is committed to come play when we want him. Whenever he's not on tour. He's always loved Denver, and Denver loves Ween. I've seen them probably a dozen times in the Colorado area. Absolutely adore the band. Shows would cost anywhere from $20 to $50 depending on the acts. The group is still mum on other musicians who would want to visit the venue, but promises there'll be a mix of well-known and local artists. If approved by the city, the venue could allow vaporizing of concentrates, wow, and flower indoors, as well as edibles consumption. However, because of the Colorado Clean Indoor Air Act, any smoking would have to take place in a private area outside. Well, see, edibles are fine. There's some great edibles that you can totally get in Colorado that are absolutely legal. Snoop Dogg makes some good ones. There's some really good edibles. The Denver Department of Excise and Licenses hadn't heard of the Honey Pot Lounge until Monday's meeting, according to Communications Director Eric Escudero, I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize, who says applicants for social use businesses typically reach out in advance to work with the city as they prepare their application. Polanski says they'll be contacting the city soon, and it sounds like they'll be prepared. The Honeypot Group has hired consultants, Emmett Reisstroffer and Cindy Sovine, who helped draft Initiative 300, the voter-approved measure that created Denver's social consumption licensing program. Per to 300, is it 1 or is this I? 300 regulations, any social use business must get approval from its target location's neighborhood group of business organizations. Polanski says Honeypot's backers are still finalizing their business plan before reaching out to any ballpark neighborhood organizations. He's also sure that Honeypot will fit within I-300 locations restrictions, which require that any social use business be at least 1,000 feet away from any school, childcare centers, drug or alcohol treatment facilities, or city-owned park or recreation centers. Denver's much maligned social consumption program has only allowed one business, the coffee joint, to open since the city began taking applications in 2017. Another business, Vape and Play, has received approval from the city and expects to open early next year. Drafters of the initiative and hopeful entrepreneurs have criticized the program's location restrictions, which a city task force tightened after voters approved of I-300. State regulations banning the sale of alcohol and cannabis products at any social use establishments have also hampered the program's success. See, just tax it. It makes so much money here in Colorado. But because the Circus Collective already exists, the Honeypot's lounge backers didn't need to purchase or lease a new location, nor do they need to worry about additional revenue streams since they don't own the space, but it would be using it several nights a week. It took us 8 months to find this location. We were looking at the industrial district originally because we thought there weren't any other options, Polanski said. But the bread and butter of the industry is accessibility. So, yeah, that's absolutely pretty awesome news if that goes through. I know that, see, as somebody who does go to a lot of concerts and a lot of shows, you always see people smoking weed there, and you overhear people saying, oh yeah, I just took some edibles or something. You always hear that. Even at the show in Milwaukee, people had edibles there, and that's totally not legal, but I overheard some people who had it. So just having it there where you can go up and you can just like buy something, you can buy a cookie or a gummy or something, they have just little individual servings you can buy. That would really, really be an excellent sort of thing. You can go to, like, the sports ball venues and buy beer. Why can't you go to a club and buy some sort of weed or edible? I mean, they even have infused, like, root beer and stuff. They have infused energy drinks at some of these dispensaries out here in Colorado. There's no reason why they can't just sell that type of stuff. I think this is an absolute amazing idea, and I'm all for it. And also, I'm a huge Ween fan. Anything to get them, right in my backyard practically every so often to go and see them live more, I'm all for it. I've seen them, dozens of times, at least a dozen times. So what do you guys think? Is this kind of a neat idea? If you guys live in the whole Colorado area, or even if you don't, would you like something like this in your sort of neck of the woods if, you're in a place that has legal marijuana? Or do you want legal marijuana in your neck of the woods too? What do you guys think? I definitely see no reason not to have it. I feel very strongly on this. There's no reason not to have legal pot. I mean, seriously, it is less harmful than alcohol. People don't die from it. It's not addictive. I mean, it's a little habit forming, sure, but it's not going to, like, completely wreck your kidneys and your liver and all these things like alcohol does. And they just serve alcohol freely at most places. Not freely, but, they card you and they charge out the ass for it. But still, you can buy alcohol at a lot of places. You can go to Applebee's and get smashed. That doesn't help anybody. Pot is very much one of those drugs where you're not going to be fighting, you're not going to be angry. You never hear of an angry stoner. You'll hear of angry drunks all the time. I don't have any problem with this. I really wish that a lot more states would kind of get off their ass and just legalize it already, because seriously, there's no reason it shouldn't be, in my opinion. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. I mean, I'm kind of to the point with society in general where I'm just kind of gobsmacked where people don't don't understand one little thing that would be so helpful to people. I mean, countless studies have shown marijuana helps anxiety, depression, appetite in cancer patients, especially medical benefits, right? There's no reason not to have it legal everywhere. But I don't know. I'm just a rambling person on the internet. Tell me what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. This probably won't get the kind of views that Doctor Who stuff does, because anytime I'm excited about something or have positive news or a positive video, it gets like 200 views, but that's okay. I do make them sometimes. I'm not always ragging on Star Trek Discovery. Anyway, I'm MechaRandom42. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video or live stream. Bye!